In year 2 and up, the grayed out steps you do not do. So that's even less time. So let's move on to step 6. Deliver and review. Okay, so now at this point in time, we have the finished product. We've got the client records keeping system in hand, and it's now time for the client annual review. Do allow me to say, however, that the kind of review that you'll be doing here is nothing like the kind of review that you're used to doing, if it is that you even do reviews. You know, and I think for the most part, most agents and advisors do not do reviews, which is a huge mistake. Because again, this is where the real revenue is. There's too much focus on the front end in this business. There's too much focus on new client acquisition and not enough on maximizing your client file. But that is all about to change. And I might add, this is not some theory. Now, the principle is 556,000 in highly suitable annuities per client as a result of doing this. Now, moving on. Before we finish up step 6, let's take a quick look at where it is we're headed. If you would, take a quick look at the next step, step 7. Write tons of additional new business. That's the next step. And let me tell you guys, what you're going to find here, and as far as new business revenue is concerned, is amazing. Again, all this started 4.5 years ago, and the original objective was to help my clients clean up what was essentially a records-keeping paperwork mess. And by doing that, what I discovered, almost as if by accident, was a huge source of previously undiscovered new business revenue, literally collecting dust in my file cabinet. And now, 4.5 years later, we're looking at 556,000 in highly suitable annuities per client. That wouldn't have happened any other way. And from my client's perspective, well, this has been wonderful. Everything is highly organized, in exquisite order in as far as their assets are concerned. They meet regularly with their advisor, and they couldn't be happier. Back to step 6. What we're going to do here is deliver and review the client records keeping system. And how we do that is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go over the reports. We're going to go over the charts. We're going to go over the assets. We're going to go over the performance of the assets. We're going to discuss any changes. We're going to go over the client records keeping system. We're going to let our client put his hands or her hands on and handle, the client records keeping system. We're going to let them go through it and let them enjoy it. And what you're going to see at this point is a very common reaction I see all the time. And that is much the same as a kid in a candy store, okay? Your client will be extremely pleased with what you just gave them. And boy, are you racking up the brownie points at this point. Because what you did is you made their life a lot easier, much more organized. You made their life much more efficient. And most important of all, you gave them what they're really after. And that is the sense of and the feeling of them being in complete control. Now, I've just given you some of the whys, why this is so successful, the kind of psychological side of annual review millions. And in our business, if you give your clients what I just described, you're likely soon to find out that you have up to this point only begun to scratch the surface in as far as new business revenue is concerned. What you are effectively doing is delivering another product to your client, an organizational product. And by doing so, you're really kind of finishing the job you started. See, I think a lot of people realize that very few people finish the job these days. We're all used to hiring people and ending up with not having things finished, and that's upsetting. So when you demonstrate all of what we've just discussed, and when your client sees this, for all the above reasons, the additional new business revenue is right around the corner. Just the other day, I had an $8,000 day because I showed up and I did something that no one else has ever done for my client. And as a result, well, the bank lost a CD. This is the ultimate client file multiplier, guys and gals. And this is just what's needed at this point in time in our industry and in your business. As to the last step, step 7, that just comes. We're in step 7 right now. By now, you've transitioned from the review and are off discussing the new business stuff and how it is you can better serve them in other ways. So there we have it. The 7 quick and easy steps. Quick and easy for you, that is. I only wish someone had something like this around 4.5 years ago and I didn't have to invent it. And so now it's quick and easy for you. And that's great. And that's why you're here. And that's why I can't wait for you to start working this in your business and for you to get your hands on the course, on the manual, and the CDs, and the sample client records keeping system, and the software. And to be out doing what is to become the first of many high-value service, high-profit margin, annual review millions, client annual reviews. This will undoubtedly reinvent you and your business as it has mine. So at this point, what I would like to do is to invite you to enroll in the Annual Review Millions program. Now, if it is you would yet like more information, you can read all about it, and you'll find order links conveniently located at the end of the report. If you've got any questions, feel free to give me a call or send me an email. You'll find my contact information inside of all my emails. And do let me close by saying this. There is no faster way for you to write a mountain of highly suitable new business revenue than doing it through your existing client relationships the Annual Review Millions way. Especially in light of what's going on in our economy right now. The timing for you and your clients in this is perfect. The turnaround to profitability is extremely fast with this system. So go ahead and order the system now. Everything is backed up with a rock-solid money-back guarantee. And with this system in your office, there's no reason why this year can't be the biggest year you've ever had in your entire career. So thanks for your time. It's been a privilege to share this very unique system with you. And all that comes to my mind at this point is you might as well order now.